Hi sis, I welcome you all back to my channel. I am Aisha. In this video, I will be showing you how to cut and sew this rush drawstring crop top. I will be showing you the full details on how to cut it and sew it. If you are new to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. I have a video on how to cut and sew the cargo pants. I will be dropping the link below for you to watch. Stay tuned to the end of the tutorial. This is the Kampala I will be using, and I have my basic body for the front aspect. I have a video on how to draft basic body. I will be dropping the link below for you to watch. I will be cutting out the back aspect first. The length I'm using for this crop top is 19 inches. That's what I have on the pattern paper. I will be adding the necessary allowance to it for us to have our back aspect. I had half inch to it at the shoulder for the joining allowance, and at the armhole I will be adding 1 inch to it. By the time I'm cutting it, I will still need to add another inches to it. This is the side. I'm making use of 2 inches for the inseam allowance at the side. I had 2 inches to it, and at the down aspect for the folding allowance I had 2 inches to it also at the down aspect. I will be adding half inch to it at the center back. That's the joining allowance. My camera went off when I was cutting the neck. I make use of 1 inch for the depth of the neck and 3 inches for the width of the neck, with the shoulder allowance making 1.5. You come to the down aspect here. I will remove 1 inch from the center down part of the down aspect, and I will give it a diagonal shape to the bust line. This way you can see for the center back to lay so that there won't be a bulk at the center back. That's the reason for that. I'll be coming down by 5.5 at the center back because there will be a slit at the center back for us to be able to put it on. You can decide to bring yours lower than this. You can make use of 6 inches or 6.5, or you decide to add zip to the back aspect and you add your zip allowance to it. I will be making use of the shoulder dart. I will come to the shoulder. I will divide the shoulder by 2. That's the midpoint of the shoulder, and you connect it to the bust point with your ruler. This is it. I'll be making use of slash and spread method for us to create the rush. That means we are going to draw lines, as many as you want. Very important, you number it so that there won't be mix up when you are cutting it. I will need to slit it into 2 from the center line of the dart. We are not adding dart to this particular top. The dart on the pattern is just for pattern purpose. You pick this armhole side and slit it this way. You won't slit it to the end. By the time we open it this way, we will achieve our rush. The side of the top is still the same length because we did not slit the side. I pick the center part, I slit it also. But I later decide not to add the rush to the center part of the top, that I should make use of the pattern on the fabric for the center part. You can see the reason why it's very important you number your pattern, because you can mistakenly cut it to the end, and if it's not numbered, it can disorganize your work. If you want the rush at the center, you slit it this way. Now I will be placing the pattern on another fresh paper. You can see. You place it this way and add your slash and spread method to it. You spread it. I'm okay with it. Now I will be adding the necessary allowance to it. At the down aspect, we will add our 2 inches for the folding allowance to it. You can see. At the center side, I will add half inch to it for the joining allowance. At the shoulder, I will add half inch to it at the shoulder also. At the armhole, I will add half inch to it at the armhole. And at the side, I will be adding 2 inches to it at the side. That's the inseam allowance. I've added the necessary allowance to it. I will need to remove the pattern and cut it out. Give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends. If you are new to my channel, click on the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. For the center part, I will be using this pattern at the center part of the top. You fold it this way, you can see, and place your pattern on it. You chalk it, you add your necessary allowance to it. You can see the neck. We'll be folding the neck, so that's the inches for the joining allowance, half inch at the neck and at the shoulder, the inches for the joining allowance. I later decide to add a bit rush to the center part, so I will need to place tape on it at the center of the pattern this way, because I don't want the rush to affect the center pattern of the top. That's why I'm placing tape on it this way and cutting it out. At this upper part at the shoulder, I'll open it a bit this way. You can say I curve it up a bit. Same thing applies to the down aspect. I curve it down a bit at the down aspect also. You add your allowance to it. I'm adding half inch to the shoulder, 1 inch to this side. And here I add 2 inches to the down aspect. That's the folding allowance. You can see. I'll be cutting it out. Give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and if you are new to my channel, click on the subscribe button. This is it. I'll be placing the side pattern on the fabric to cut the side out. You fold your fabric into two and place it on it this way. We are not adding any allowance to this pattern because we've already done that on the pattern when cutting the pattern out. This is it. You fold it at the down aspect. By the time we had our rush to hit, the armhole will come to its normal size. I'm done with the cutting of the front and the back aspect. We remove the pattern. We don't need the pattern again. This is the sleeve, and the one I will be using for the drawstring. I have 1.5 for this and 2 inches for this. This is the one I will be folding, and the other one is the one that I will be placing on the top. Now I will be adding gathers stitch. You add your gather stitch to the side on both. I'll be adding a gather stitch to the center of the front aspect also. You fold it at the down aspect first with the 2 inches folding allowance, and you add your gather stitch to it. Because of this upper part, you can see by the time I had gather stitch, that upper part will open that way. I'll fold it first with the 2 inches. After folding, I will add the gather stitch to it. The normal length is 19 inches. That's the normal length we should have. By the time we add all these gathers to it, this is it. I've added gather stitch to one of the side. You draw your thread this way. Be careful with it when doing this so that the thread will not cut. You know, this is not chiffon. This is Kampala. So you need to be careful when drawing it. I will measure the 2 inches for the folding allowance. This is the 2 inches. I will need to fold it on both. I've done that. This is it. You confirm the length of the top. You leave ½ inch at the shoulder for the joining and take the 19 inches. Should have same length on both. Now I will be adding the gathers on this center part. You can see by the time we add the gathers, the neck will open a bit. You confirm the length of this center part also. This is it. I have the front aspect. I will be joining it together. These are the pieces I will be placing on the top. So the length on this should be ½ inch longer than the main length of your top, which is 20 inches. I have 4 pieces of this. I'll be placing it on this side. You can see, you place it on it this way. You measure 1 inch on the front aspect of your material. This is the front aspect. You measure 1 inch backward and place it on it this way and sew it downward with ½ inch. After placing it on it, you flip it back. That's the right aspect will be facing the right aspect. Give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends. If you are new to my channel, click on the subscribe button. As you are placing sewing on it downward, you use your hand to set the pleats. Don't let pleats be on the armhole because we didn't add pleats to the armhole when slashing it and the side. You fold it in with the ½ inch at this down part. You flip it to the other side and place sewing on it downward with ½ inch. This is it. I've done that on both sides. This is the center part. Same thing applies to the center. You place it on it this way and sew it downward. You cross-check the length on both sides. If it's the same, you flip it to the other side and place sewing on it downward. You pick the center and the side this way and join it together with ½ inch downward. This is it. Same thing applies to the other side. I'm done with the other side. This is it. This is the back aspect. I will be weaving it later for us to have a good finishing. I will insert this into it with the help of safety pin for us to achieve our drawstring. You can decide to draw it more. Same thing applies to others. Now for the neck, I will be cutting the facing for the neck. You pick another fresh fabric and place the neck on it this way. You cut it out with the shape. You place it on it this way and sew it all around. Let me do that. For the back aspect, For the slit at the center back, I will be coming down by 5.5, and I will be cutting the facing for the back aspect as well. You place the fabric under this way and fold the 1/2 inch that we'll be using for the joining allowance at the center back. You fold it back this way when cutting the facing. The facing does not have joining, you can see. Now I will slit it to the point it stops on the main body, on the facing, you can see. We'll be placing it on it this way. This is it. I'll fold the neck and I top stitch on the lining after folding. Now I will use the hemi gum to gum it at the back aspect for us to have a good finishing. With iron, this is the back aspect. I've joined the facing to it. You turn it to the front aspect this way. I've add loops for the button to hit when sewing it. This is it. I will give it a nice press and add the hemi gum to the edge of the facing and fold the down aspect. You use your iron to fold the facing in this way first. After then, you place the hemi gum at the down aspect of it to gum it. I'm done with the neck. This is it. You can see how neat it is. This is the back aspect. And this is the front aspect. Now you pick the two together. I'll be joining it at the shoulder with 1/2 inch. This is the sleeve. I will be joining the sleeve to it. After then, I will join it together at the side. This is it. I'm done with the sewing. You can see how neat it is. Now I will need to weave the inner aspect of it. If you find this video helpful, kindly give it a thumbs up. If you have any question or suggestion, you can drop it in the comment section below. Kindly subscribe to my channel and make sure you turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be notified. I will be dropping the link for the cargo trouser in the comment section below. Watch out for